Well, hi and welcome to another LRCC Soundbite. We're now up to the last week before Easter, and lots of people are going to think about just what they're going to do with all that chocolate. And we're in the church, we're thinking about the last week of Jesus' life. If you've been watching, you'll know I've been telling some of the stories written down about Jesus by a guy called Luke. And after a brief interlude last week, we're back with Luke this week. Today is called Palm Sunday. Lots of churches will be distributing palm crosses, a bit like this one, made out of a palm leaf. And it all comes from a story about how Jesus arrived in Jerusalem. Many hundreds of years beforehand, a prophet, a man called Zechariah, had prophesied that a great king would win an incredible victory, and he was going to arrive in Jerusalem riding on a young donkey. Jesus, as king of the universe, for me that fits the bill of a great king. In terms of a great victory, well, that's what Jesus was going to be doing a week later at Easter, first dying to enable our sins to be forgiven. As it were, making it possible for everyone who had ever and would ever live to be put right with God and to live forever with him. That, for me, that would count as a great victory. Jesus would have known about that prophecy. So some might say that he knew what to do. So was it predicted? But on the other hand, I suppose I would say that anyone could get in a donkey and ride into Jerusalem. That wouldn't make them a great king and enable them to win a great victory. To have all those credentials, that's what made this special. I talked a few weeks ago about Jesus being a famous person in the area, as someone with a bit of a following, a bit of a celebrity, if you like. And there was something that the people in Jerusalem at the time did for people like that. They would sort of take off their coats and their cloaks and they'd lay them down on the floor kind of like a carpet. It wouldn't have been red like the red carpets we do, but you sort of get the idea. And the person would come in walking or in this case riding on that carpet of coats and cloaks. And as they came in, people would shout and sing and celebrate, and they'd wave those palm branches because it was much easier, I guess, than making a flag. So that's what we remember today, that Jesus arrived with huge celebration and many people welcoming him and being excited that he was there. Of course, the thing is, it wasn't going to stay like that. Jesus was going to upset some people. I mean, in the temple, he'd go and he'd find dishonest people using the temple, using the way it worked as a way of cheating people and making money out of them. And he threw them out. Later in the week, the Jewish authorities would see an opportunity to try and get rid of this man who was unbalancing their comfortable world. And they ended up stirring up another large group of people to ask the Roman governor to have Jesus executed by crucifixion on a cross. And it's crazy, isn't it, to see how a crowd can be swayed to a particular way of thinking so easily. On the Friday, the day we call Good Friday, Jesus would die. But then the following Sunday, he would come back to life again. Proof, if it were ever needed, not just of Jesus being God, but that great victory I mentioned earlier had really happened. People now able to speak with God directly. That's what we call prayer. And the offer to live forever with God. Everything changed. That's why Christians follow Jesus. You know, I've got so little time on these sound bites, I can't explain everything. If you do want to find out more, then always feel free to contact me. Or come and join us one Sunday afternoon outside number 44 Lindbergh Road. Have a drink and a chat. Have a great week. I'll see you on Easter Day next week. God bless you.